You know, so Buswa active morning or active show. So Kaisa Jumedi, is powered by myactiveonline.com. Just say stories will bring equal in some for be go with my kind just say when who the apostle Ghana anywhere say afenina Kaisa show no so which might join the discussion or 0503 236 0503 236 na say only ya hwetwe inkomo ha ye beka messages na and then both WhatsApp text messages nyina ye kan e show no so ma Fabia abeka yes Fabia ma wakwa ba
yeah
it's saying
amenado
okay stories been na trendy ani enfebu.
Okay, we answer for the better me say ne oman momentum me nyina ka ejuma ne ho ebi. Okay, inti story am didi kan and say we don't count Adrasafo as part of us. We if we are first deputy speaker honom na just Adrasafo nsem na yugusu kan ti me kan emu kakra. Or say the first deputy speaker Joseph Osei has indicated that the majority caucus does not factor Dome Kwabena MP Sarah Adrasafo into his deliberations in Parliament. According to the Bekwai MP, all avenues to get the absentee MP to return to the House have proved fertile. As a result, the majority in Parliament has resolved to conduct parliamentary business going forward without recourse to the Dome Kwabena MP. So, speaking of Kumasi-based POF, Mr. Osei said, and in our strategy, we have taken it as going to rescue a kidnapped person. You presume she is dead, but if you go and she's alive, then it is God's grace and it adds to your gains. So that is our approach. So as it stands now, we don't count her as part of us. Mr. Osei also divulged that the Dome Kwabena MP told Majority Leader Osei Chairman Sabonsu not to call her phone again. According to him, Ms. Safo has indicated that she prefers to communicate through text messages instead of phone calls. The Majority Leader used to communicate with her often, but the last time he told him he should not call again but send text messages instead, which she responds to, but not phone calls, he said. Ms. Adrasafo was last seen in Parliament in December 2021 when she appeared in the House to dismiss claims by the minority caucus that she was impersonated. And you can't Adrasafo and some can say there are other MPs they've been absent. And we kind, but I think say if they've been absent, maybe I am from Mombeba and I am from Momaba. But in her case, all means to get to her, Oma go through, and for her to it is alleged. She say I mean to me can't CPC Adrasafo has said that Mobi and friend for text messages and not be responded to, but she's not being fair to Ghana and everybody.
Why is she not being fair?
Oh, na say yeti hana ya my friend me say ejuma ana ye wo meeting bra. Na yenka me say me mba meba just mo ye say. Meba just mo ye say. Not one, not twice, not thrice.
You see, let me tell you something. Let me
anyway, they are more to it.
Let me tell you something. That is it.
They are more to it.
If they think Adrasafo is disrespecting the president, if Adrasafo is disrespecting the president, is disrespecting the party, is disrespecting parliament, why has the president not sacked her?
They are more to it because strictly by appointment.
Why has the president not sacked her right now?
They are more to
why has the party that she belongs to, on the ticket, the party that's on the ticket on the core parliament,
what will even make her do that?
Why have they not sacked her? And that is a question. What will even make her do that?
So she should also come out and then be clear.
No, but you see, when you are fighting authority, when you are in disagreement with authority, mind you say when the authority will use every power to gag you. For me, whoever is advising Adrasafo not to speak, I think that I believe that person or a good PR, The person who is, because I've not heard Adjosafo speak on this issue.
How long will we hold on to issue before Becca? I think we're going to make 10 years.
Yes, that's what Becca wants.
So there are more to it.
There's more to it. There's more to it because the reason we are saying there's more to it is because, one, why will Adjosafo disrespect the office that he holds as
parliament like that?
No, not parliament. He's the minister of children, gender and social protection.
Kind of also disrespect to
parliament,
parliament,
and then the presidency. But someone said president for over 6 months now. A person that you appointed as a minister, cabinet minister.
Appointment.
What appointing is a cabinet minister has not been to work or the permission. Then she requested for an extension. You gave it to her. The extension I had been able. Now on resume to a Juma. Why is she still at post?
So,
and why has the president failed to fire her? So as Clement is saying, I believe there is more to it.
We wouldn't.
There is more to it because
the question is still why? Why is she still holding
that
it?
Is it. And so you can't hold Adjoa responsible. Neither can you hold the president or anybody responsible unless the truth comes out. So this was the reason. Then you know,
it
will come surely.
From who?
It will come.
It will come. And this is where it will come.
See,
the point is where the issue will start coming out. One, when the MPP in Parliament dares to push for her removal, he will come out. He will dare them.
So she's waiting for them to take action.
But if you're fighting authority, that's how you go about it.
Because we need the right senses to know there. We are there, no need the right senses, and there is a reason, and the reason is that we need the right senses.
If or go through some problems.
If that is the reason, there is a reason.
There's a reason. But the point is the point is you see, it shows clearly government won, the E11 won. They don't really need it. Because if you really need to pass the E-levy, you will marshal every forces to pass the E-levy. Since I speak about parliament, here. The speaker has returned. Right now they have 137. Because if the speaker sets out automatically, first deputy speaker and second deputy speaker, they join the majority group. So that's why we have our 137. The point is that aside Adjosafo, information we are picking is that there are some MPs who are on the side of the majority who are not feeling well and are not able to come to parliament. You understand? So Adjosafo case in the real issue is that even as at now 130 and mind you say 138 if Adjosafo so including the first deputy speaker and the second deputy speaker, it becomes 138, 137. Since Adjosafo knew this is about 137. The current 137 that we have in Ghana now, we are picking information said 2 or 3 are sick and are not able to come to parliament. You get it? Because you see, I'm also speaker no, it is a speaker who was not announced. He's a speaker na Bejuma. The speaker sits from morning till the time parliament finishes all his business. Why are they not tabling the bill again? It's because of 137 in the parliament and what Ghana CCR are shorted by 2. Because it's 2 people, 2 MPs are the ones who are not feeling who are sick and are not able to come to parliament. So I just have you should be there. You see,
but what is the assurance how to about they will vote for the E-levy?
You see, that is
there
why
are people in NPP Amanyo.
That is why
they don't subscribe to E-levy.
That is why most of them are not. That is why the NPP itself are not going for secret balloting.
Sure.
Because secret balloting, you might not know. You can't pinpoint the MP winner to TIA. That is why Intermake Class Maker Chom said they are calling for yes counts, the voice votes. Voice votes with the say yeah no those in favor of the motion you know, say aye. Now I need a keto up no crap wa. The speaker determines which one he thinks say loud.
And the ban is answer the speaker will go against it.
So maybe say
from
no, but there have been a lot of instances where there have been. If I make a choice, you see,
I'm looking at it from where now the direction and the speaker need to. That is why I'm saying if it happens like that, the speaker will go against it.
You see, say even with that, no.
Because now I already say.
Let's say all those in favor say aye. Now the voice is like aye. All those in favor say no. The speaker, depending on which of the speakers is sitting in the seat, Robert Waka say, I believe the ayes have it.
And I make us say.
Now so say the ayes have it. We really said the ayes have it. An MP from the minority side no, can get up and say, I want a division. I want a division. Now, Obika in Parliament, if Obika say, "My calling for division," it means say they are going to rank the division bill for 1 minute. Why won't you MP? I will teach chamber. You leave that place. Now, Beka MPs in Kwa. If you're Parliament, there are some people who sit in the chamber who are not parliamentarians. Not those who sit in the gallery, public gallery. No, there are some people who sit in the chamber. And you can enter the chamber anytime. Omo MPs. So then when the division bell is rang, all of them will do what? Will go out. Omo go out as well. Then they will put the voice vote again. What I say?
Sure.
Omo your voice vote ni repair. When the speaker so decides say the yes have it, then another NDC MP will call for another division. Now this time division, all the MPs of the chamber they will all walk out. Majority for the form of crime, minority for the form of crime. Then we start counting them. Okay, you can't. Now clerk of parliament what can say? Me can you know? MPP 4 MPs, majority group no, almost 136. That is, let's assume say if it is speaker bag in attack anymore. Or I will say almost 136. NDC 137. And see that is the information.
So that is the fear.
That is the almost I'm a transibuma. Then the speaker will put across the vote again. All those in favor say aye. This time around, the speaker will rule in favor of those who are saying no because the man him say the minority group is more than the majority group. You see how parliament works? In this instance, all these things doesn't favor them. Now, I do mutia the class here, some head counts. Head counts in the base, okay, all those in favor, raise your hands, be on your feet. Then we are kind, will be able to say, you're kind. Now, you're kind of monsoon, will be able to say, MPs, monsoon. It is in all the votes, or in all the votes, only chance. And with a just a full case, it is clearly secret balloting. Secret balloting. And NDC for not make it clear at home say they would not be part of any attempt to remove Adjasafo. You understand? And it's not as a they are trying to court public sympathy now. Or because Adjasafo say Adjasafo. And for me, I believe Adjasafo is not the main problem.
And 11 idea in here.
Because
sir, idea here
you push for it.
Yes.
But there are certain things in here, regardless of how effort I would be people on pushing, it won't still hold.
But what is the effort they have done? What effort have you seen?
What I'm saying is there are certain things in here. Regardless of effort I'll be put to be here, you still won't get it.
And I make us ammonia effort no. Me who say ammonia brace say they fight for it.
What you see say regardless of your effort, at the end of open, you won't waste your energy.
They've not seen.
And then, are you getting the point?
Come again.
I say, at the end of open, Opa, Kumu, Yabibia, Onsanka, waste your time.
It's other so why not find another means? Obey to media pay income. Another.
You see,
always taken by politicians.
Clearly, you see, clearly.
That is what politics is about.
Clearly, because he said the odds are against the MPP in Parliament.
I think you as a problem, but the way politicians solve the problem, it's a more problem chain.
You see, if the seat of Adwoa Safo is declared, Parliament agree say we should remove Adwoa Safo. In the next 60 days, there should be a by-election. I tell you, that by-election the chance of MPP retaining that seat feeble and higher. You see, because Ghanaians are going to tell Ghanaians what Domi Kwabena will tell you say we are facing the hardship. What I say. So they know say we need Adwoa Safo Krapono. It will not even see what Parliament.
But see, we still a time.
See, 2022 is not going back.
Time when where the country is now.
Yeah, but now 11
this is where I'm expecting some kind of leadership. They will sit down, think about the way forward. Rather than any other.
You see, the point is say, you see, when you listen to MPP communicators and then some of their MPs, they always seem to be bashing Adwoa Safo. We will say story here. First, Fabia Khan about first deputy speaker. I listened to the interview. That interview, no.
See, E-Levy started last year.
We don't have a
last year. See, your third month of.
And I make a choice.
Say, we as journalists, we don't make the news. Yes, those who make the news are the politicians, the doctors, the who making news.
We only make news when
we are discussing E-Levy because our politician is making us discuss E-Levy. You understand? Parliament, for the past 2 months of Parliament, are you seeing them discussing the road accident that happened on the Nsawam road? They are talking about E-Levy. So we will have them discuss E-Levy. But at the point they say,
they are not even talking about so how will the country develop? No, but
they've told you said the country will develop if we pass E-Levy.
So until E-Levy, until America say, they realize that all efforts no putting in place or what do you do? Find another means. That is
it. Clement,
I am tempted to believe
peanuts.
I am tempted to believe say salary of public sector with the school delay, you know. It was just part of it to show say skinny
so we need to pass E-Levy. And one E-Levy so would be a public sectors for ECA. I hear Rebecca. Now it's never be
let's stay the whole year class no more 1 month.
Exactly.
Month be a public service.
Yes, young calculator say from this month to December. So we na ye twa mo ka.
Simple logic. We are Ghana here. The
first someone to come and write you about this.
I give you a should make sense to you.
Okay, yeah, me persist about a very good morning to Edem special aid to Honorable Okudzato Ablakwa, and also sharing live on Facebook. But forwarded some right be and the boss aye concerning Adwoa Safo and E-Levy. Edda or sending me message or catch him say, my guy, I want you to read this right up and then you understand what is really happening with Adwoa Safo. Into me person me kind. Edem, I'll read it. In fact, I'm starting now. I'll say Honorable Okudzato Ablakwa writes about Adwoa Safo and me person mutieno attentively. It is surprising that the focus on many, including civil society organizations, in the series of Adwoa Safo revelation has been on the alleged 120,000 Ghana cedis transfer into her bank accounts from the chief of staff. The cost of the private jets used to ferry her from the USA to Ghana, which is much higher than the 120,000 Ghana cedis, cannot be ignored. As one person can say, Clement to Timmy.
Me too, bro.
Say, Honorable Kenya, my English say the 120,000 Ghana cedis be a command Adwoa Safo. Or see, or no, I'm surprised. Anyone say Ghanaians are focusing on that. But Ghanaians are not focusing on Sika, private jets, they call for Adwoa Safo. Emma Neba Ghana. So, can I say issue no?
Sure.
And we're breaking it down, Amaya Waha.
And Okra was just to come and say no parliament.
Yes. So see, and we are even saying say the part of quarter parliament no. According to the minority, it is not Adjasafo. But Adjasafo came the night of that day and the panel ebetna parliament no. Because almost according to and when the votes almost rejected, almost approve budget in my partner, the so-called Adjasafo, as they claim no. Left.
And that is unusual. Say Adjasafo will do.
What I say. So this is no honorable, and if that is, we are not taking part of what Honorable Akudzato is saying. When he is lying, it means that we are also lying. But when they write up on wire or my information, so we are reading it.
If he's lying, you are not lying.
You are not lying. Yes.
Or liable to
yes.
Okay. So you are just reading the or no Ediaba.
Okay. It was saying we now know that a Gulfstream J550 registered HB Joe and operated by Premium Jets AG based in Belgium was the executive aircraft chartered to bring in Honorable Adjasafo for her vote on the obnoxious e-levy. It cost $4,800 an hour to rent the HB Joe. Just say, according to Honorable Akudzato Ablakwa, jet na ekofa Adjasafo buy no 1 hour be $4,800.
27,281 Ghana cedis.
27,000.
280.
It will find say 27,000 because the next figure no call running through. It was 27,000. So keep the 27,000 for me. With an 11-hour flight distance.
So 27 times 11.
Times 11 hours. My own figure no.
27 times 11 straight.
297.
297.
297.
First one is 27,000. 27,000 Ghana cedis in here. 270 million.
270 million.
This when what's it here?
290
billion.
2.9 billion. 2.97 so about 3 billion.
3 billion. It's 3 billion we 11 years more.
6.9 billion.
6.9 billion. It took chemu ni enu a.
I say almost half.
Almost half. Into yen cost. With an 11-hour flight distance payment of reposition fees as it flew from Belgium to pick her up in the States. Payment one-way fees as the business jet flies back home empty. Crew per diem fees, landing and wait time fees. It cost a staggering $140,000 at today's exchange rate. That is 948,000 Ghana cedis, 500.
A bricky 8.
Inti just say we no 948,000 say 9.8 billion. Yeah, the 9.8 billion according to Akudzato Ablakwa akofa an MPR. She has neglected her work just because we needed her to come and vote. We use a private jet to go and pick her, which cost the country 9.9. Yeah, mami can I make person can go.
Yeah, 12 flat.
Me person
No, all currency. No,
they are 12 billion flat.
That I'm saying with 948 into 9
And I'm seeing you now 12 billion.
with the Omeka say yes you.
Yeah, the account.
10 billion.
Okay.
You use 10 billion old cities. 10 billion cities akofa an MP who is even virtually doing nothing in their constituency.
Almost the same amount of 12.8 billion a Bank of
Ghana share. Scaro mefe.
Now amount for crown no mistake. Share. What the federal government workers cry Okroma no 5,000. Na say Ethiopia aka 3,000 Ghana cedis. Yen kan ina mo because e be any more. You say government workers here 5,000 Okroma na Ethiopia aka 3,000 Ghana cedis. 3,000 Ghana cedis times 5,000. What they calculate here now? Say 11 sika no mo kan okra entumi ntua enso.
So
this levy is enya dia
me there the use
use this money to develop
was 9.8 billion is more than what the government is projecting. It an MP from parliament.
So you could clearly see, say.
And you see, for me, I'm speaking as a
I think there's something wrong.
I'm speaking as a journalist, not for active TV now, but I'm speaking as a journalist. Yes, I'm trying to agree with Okudzato because
you are trying to be a responsible citizen.
Because Okudzato is a member of parliament, and parliament is a house of what? Records.
Sure.
If Okudzato is lying here, they will push. They will push it. Privileges
so
committee.
This is the information.
It is most intriguing that an economy which is said to be broke can lavish a fantastic 948,500 Ghana cedis plus 120,000 Ghana cedis, because already know say 120,000 Ghana cedis now you see the madrasa for no from the chief of staff no. Was the money coming from the chief of staff's own pockets? And that's a scandal. If the presidency the man no. Clarence, you make your point. I want us to finish. Okay. But who's the make kind of offensive per se for no? Who can say scam anyway in that boomer? A total of
you don't even need to add it. Just the 9 alone.
What do you mean?
It's more than what class 2 crowd.
Because you use
9.8 and a 6.8. Greater than less than
1,068,500 Ghana cedis. When you say you got trillion more, you got trillion more. Just for one 11 votes. Imagine that our country can. Imagine what our country can do with 1 million cedis in the midst of our economic challenges, NAPO demonstrations and labor agitations. The dubious claim that Adwoa Safo's flight cost was paid. The dubious claim that Adwoa Safo's flight cost was paid for by her friends is more insulting. Who are these friends? We need to know. Almost say they now for the kabum no mutu is kademano. Yema yemu now for no. What is their motivation for paying the money for Adwoa Safo to come? Why do these friends want the unpopular e-levy passed so badly?
Friends on your more outside parliament, and I said inside.
We will need to know.
A friend who is outside parliament, you know. No, wait. Mama stating here. Friends who are outside parliament, you know. So these are questions that are just, and clearly it will not be from parliament, because parliament
MPC, they are angry with Adwoa Safo at the moment. These are the questions that are honorable. Why do these friends want the unpopular e-levy passed so badly? What do these friends expect in return? What are the tax records of these friends? Why are these friends being shielded? Because if Mache Fabieska, Mache Nisika, why should I be shielded from saying something like Mache Fabieska?
I don't get it. So biti hopa na na adwene say yenji 11 tuma. Hey,
then
of course, then the panel in some be say on tay.
Hey, what council on tea because of a politics. This is Omansi Kanya politics.
How ironic that the political tradition that in the past, in time past, roundly rejected the reported kindness of President Rawlings' friends will today be boldly canvassing a bizarre kind of friendship support. The Office of Special Prosecutor must look into the The Office of Special Prosecutor must look into the 1,068,500 Ghana cedis expenditure for Adwoa Safo's e-vote, and not only the 120,000 Ghana cedis deposited in her account. The current composition of Ghana's 8th Parliament should lead us to a patriotic, mature, and frugal part of consensus building in the nation interest, and not the present embarrassing spectre of opting for an extremely partisan, destructive, wasteful, small-minded, and reckless road to perdition. May God save us. And that is a write-up coming from Adwoa. Coming from Okudzato Ablakwa.
So if what Okudzato Ablakwa is saying is true, then what is wrong with our mentality as a country? what is actually wrong. Say, yeah, tolerate and Nema, a Yenya yeah, tolerate Nema, it doesn't make sense. Me say, Sika 6.9 billion. A young Kofobi Tinimu Billy. So 6.9 billion is only money if it belongs to an individual. 6.9 billion is nothing if it belongs to even a company. Not to talk of a whole country. 6.9 billion. And yes, it can be even a business company because 6.9 billion. And yes, and Sana Odi abeto to a whole country fighting over 6.9 billion. And you get Nkofua, they are irresponsible as far as their works are concerned. As far as governance is concerned, Abeka today say, levy the contractors, levy a beyer coin, levy a baby a juma, levy beko Ukraine and Kofa Ghana for a whole lot of and Sema, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make even an atom of sense. It needs answer how 6.9 billion. About my for the whole year 6.9 billion wait to Omoka. It means to Omoka. And Wabeka say, Moody 6.9 Scaba, a baby, my baby, it took your gun and in out to one. Just sit down. For our party, the tone change. Because party now, party the ANC, party beer and a dance and quiet talk. They don't have anything good. Obili bibi papa bia, especially NPP aban crowd yo papa bia need more de magana for. What they say? Because how can you fight over 6.9 billion for a whole year? And
because of 6.9 billion, we have to spend over 10. We have to spend 10 billion Ghana cedis to go and bring someone from US or say UK.
What the 10? Echo discuss 6.9.
6. Now go to the 6 cedis. Go to the 10 cedis. Now be turn 6 cedis. Are you okay? Go to the 10 cedis. Now be turn 6 cedis. Are you okay? Ushika 12.8 billion. Unhuano skano sa ira sen ira ya. Skano meba ye hu ba bi ewo. Na wo say ye mfamba individual. Wa wo hwe me no. Wo dey fancy ushika 12 cedis. Ayira unhu ba bi ade ato. Na wo say unya sika 7 cedis a. Ade anka 12 cedis na wo be hwehwe kira kwan no be ye. Wo dey say sika 7 cedis na be ye. Possible na. Simple logic. Hey, Adrian, you don't need anybody to explain this to you. Sika ye lusuno. More than you sika na yesi and saka ye the project ye the be input to ni ade. What they say? Sika, let me say it again. Sika ye nya ewo World Bank $430 million US and then 430 million US dollars. Ewo heaven. Ye de no amon toto do kono. E che COVID ma amanfo kwa. Yeah, the check COVID. World Bank is kabaye. Yes, I did the check COVID. What you say? Says Kenny now you want to make your accounts be a. Now a whole country is fighting over 6.9 billion. Now you're going in out to what? Oh, bones and man, what is wrong with our mentality?
Do you believe? And do you agree with those who say that when the youth starts to hear these things, it boils their anger?
That is why Okasa omo person omo suppress some people be irresponsible, incompetent people be omo person omo suppress the power of the media because now we be TV information we go nyawe MPB na ebe friend no phone so aba be ka chance kwaku say na aba no e central for ya na yenya some information they will give to them and it is not because of say what ebia youth no moti say ansem we ebe mo mu bofu die nka. The truth must always be told. We are in a country freedom of speech, rule of law here duma. You practice representative democracy. You to abadi and penning for. And autocratic democracy and you practice it. What I say, it's your right to talk. Your right to do everything. Just that rule of law or there are some things that we know can say. But as media, as a central for here, it is our responsibility say we would not hide anything from the public, being it bad or good. Abayne crowd Sa nkofo bi o from mo MPs abebiri na o munima adwuma o so mo ye de o so mo ya nso mo tete ka akase na spray e na o mutumi tutugu o mo na time o munim bo apart from no o munima adwuma bi aye bi most of the MPs anka yo mo adwuma say anka projects and policies aban person o de be ina ko mo explain e che o mo constituent tinka we kra time so nkanya ye adwuma anka MP be Mount Stage wo be hu say MP Mount Stage wa ha ne kwa elections ka MP be Mount Stage no ogina wo my people say ni na ban pay e person ye say ni na sika we ni wo say ni na person ye na ko abiki accounts to the people but we who MP gina simple so na so gina platform so no ye what do we call it or ye campaign say you met for man what you say so it's a country in leaders no o ma fail in abundance o ma fail in abundance it is we the media fraternity, no, and I was educated the masses. Whatever information be now that has to do with the country. Once people have the right to vote, they also have the right to information. Once you have the right to vote, you have the right to information, because we are not in autocratic dispensation. You are democracy. Why should we hide information from the people? It is something they need to understand, and they will tell us to arise. That is exactly what we are telling us from
say they are saying that they are sick. That is why they are not coming to parliament. Busumi beso Rebecca say, Busumi why are you the few engagement here for Sikama? Rebecca, there's a family man or a government worker or expect to say Busumi ake to your beba or debate your bills or the better ma or the better Busunya. And you take 10 billion, what the coffee will be a free baby or not? And yes, and
you say MP, then you know this particular government. MP performing. She's one of the best. One of the worst MPs ever we have in the
the way this particular government handle issues, you know, they make it amount for sick. People are just sick and tired of how this country is being governed by Nana Addo Dankwa and the NPP. As simple as that. And this is not politics. And you may cause you in NPP are failing. And you may cause you in Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo were failing Ghana for fake and empty promises. Into me go by them. Into your cancer higher day. You see the key accounts of Yesika. Utifie, oh share. Now you are vying, say, you are probing, say, Elevi Emra. Why would you walk around here? But because you belong to a particular party.
See that thing that this family is known for NPP, this community is known for
a perception of it doesn't make sense.
I say free one.
NDC for PPP for it's you. How can people in their right senses say me dear what they ensure we what they open NPP college how can't we reason as a country? Let's reason as people. Said the NPP for better proud to 2016 elections. Now you did social more policies. Foolish, trashy NDC for policies, no my ideologies. Say NPP for the end better. And now look at the mess they are creating. Look at how disappointing or more disappointing Ghana for. And you don't want us to talk. What if you now so your MPP so and some now we are it goes against MPP are buying. Until you take us to be NPP people are. I know your own cup of tea. We care less. We are speaking truth to power, and nothing will stop that. We will always keep criticizing any government. But they're quite unfortunate. They said that they be American. Now, a NPP are buying also. So I did be our can be they are in favor of and this is so bad. They say but in favor of so we don't care neither NPP or NDC. Because what is NDC? The person
project we hit at 10 billion. It's can keep me. No me dey account na my rinsa, my friend of our rinsa ni and renam. Expecting say obi aka tell me so mama 6.9. 6.9 no me 9 gina so say onipa mama me nim so odoma so fa mama na me di 10 billion na so 10 6.9 no ma say na project no oda ho
and then you don't even make account, you don't get any proper explanations from you, and you want us to keep quiet, and then when you say it you belong to a certain party. That is nonsense. It is we have to speak truth to power. Ade ani nya
Just say o dream who cry say
but eya
10 billion
eya
share and at times omo nti ase no I highly blame them. You see, some of we the media practitioners, it is about time we have to let the people understand certain things. Where I can say you get some people bia omone de yen cophobia central for omone de they will defend we say e-levy ebeboa. You get in central phobia, they will defend say people should buy into e-levy. On what grounds? And I am training, I'll be to my explaining, and as will be to me, I encourage a man for so buy into e-levy or e-levy on what grounds? Or because of the approach, this approach that doesn't make sense to anybody. It doesn't make sense on any grounds. It doesn't have any fundamental. Bibia Woody.
That's that 10 billion come by then of the kind just to come and say that day she was the one who was in parliament. Just for that, I'm not Kekenti.
Doesn't make sense
to come and say, justify saying at that
day.
Not to come and do roads, made back photos into cars, traffic.
Even Udumasiha, Ganoff, good. Ganoff, I'm saying, the nature of roads are 7 billion into me. Ganoff. Yeah, 7 billion.
Then of course, be a temporary to their mind.
Meaning, baby, for a Ganoff, I'm saying, Ganoff municipality. Ya kwaya wa hankwa ile bisikali na the whole year entumi nye. Not to talk of say ye di bebie adwuma. Not to talk of say ye di be contractors. Not to talk of say not to talk of say problem by no ye di ba be solve. Now problem be bebia you get irresponsible MPs. How minimum adwuma be ka tell say ye di 11 na ba be. How?
Okay, over to my friend 0503 236 735. 0503-236-735 na enwetwe nkomo wade nkyerɛ ɛwɔ nsɛnsɛm a yɛaka ho asɛm ɛne nyama a ɛhaw ɛwɔ o community 0503-236-735 patcho mesrew me pawcho be nyame din pawcho ofra dumu TV set na mame wo de dumu TV no wo de ma volume no mbra from mute volume no let hear me directly on the phone see me directly from the phone mesrew me no dey any Wednesday and you will school ke worship me patcho me pe kasebia u fre na u be high pay be you feel line so 0503 236 735 0503 236 735 free na for adventure eba efa nkomo ya hwehwe ho na ni nsema ekoso wo potemu so a ha no so no ma yasonte na yende hu yembo hu de ru ma ba me sa kai wo se o pese ubo dwumedi de ru so dwumedi ase a 0503 236 735 okay ye call line so hello
ade ba fa mani ade wo mo program amoye no say na me nim say here wo young guys like this nyansa wo mo team sada but the people have to refuse to make good use of their old ages because Bible can say e do mribia or the nyansa enemy ye be share atopopie tree it him because in some more can get logic and I can or say mathematically crown we with math class 1 you can go to tiare e think na wo okwa gold now for ton gold now they are for say the excuse say dana
odu kota aluminium
the 24 years not we end a whole finance minister it is nothing a catch Ghana for 6.9 million Ghana. I know like yeah, amount. Obi bottom, hello.
Yes, yo. For us on the break, we don't be so afraid.
Obi bottom, now we skip you. And if you are on me, it's coming every able to mine.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's all for my Obi so embra manosona. Yeah, to and come Clement.
Ufye niema ya koso wa adma. And I'm say mude omu free say some of us na ya say be can regardless of political party grow. Omu free say we are being by.
Okay. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Patrick. First, I'm going to feel.
But me, some more reflections. I was there, Makata Hill.
Patrick, what's up, so?
This year over, in fact, me na me ye imam na me temo kana na me so yere me so be gina ni mo ya na me fremo no pa makasa mana to makuma to papa ko ya su ina ya wono pa amya no ko ni abai bia ni wono ma oba wori sikayere ashe ogotom so bia se ba abai bia oba bia sedi obeya bia oso obra bona obono abe siwi kasa no na ya bompae but nana kwa no tama no oba no oye ma ye husi bia onu obegina ma sedi obia ni ho no ho betinya yere akire no da so bia se intiofa ipat ajibe kipiano e hawo sabi fresh kwano na ku demora 100 Ghana kwana isi 100 Ghana no entini to moran ebia o makura ku suku ko entini to bibia nyere enta manu ku suku kadno ne ise ni wo moran 37 years ni wo mamni no satin 16 hata na mi wale ofa basisia no majame yere ana namba ina wono sia memo akrati sia ofa busuni dia ma sen ko de sana mo sisande na sisande no fa yebu so so ile bina ya kana sa sikana be ka howa nam de sen sikana ma mo a
sende pa mi so
sele ko mbeke okay na ka me phone ko ana mbeti ya dia fa
yo yada se of obi corner obi so embra homa no so na yenetwe inkomo no I mean he has also made the point no no waka enti ebusun bi wan sede o sede 600 Ghana ile bi ba o sede 600 Ghana ahi no mbete ni rinsu ko yise scanner ahi no mbete
you get it enti ubon say enti aba ne sana e o so send 7 be 650 ko betete na ne nsa na irin sa be kan sika abisi 600 na anya sa o ko send 600 aha na ira na be 540 ne 550 560 wono be hwe aban we ba de enti aye kasa bibiri na ne say aban we ba with counterfeit promises.
No. Oh. Ghanaians saw the NPP government and Nana President and Danko Akufo-Addo as our Jesus.
That it.
He was coming to save us.
But within the Martin can say first be sincere ignorance. I didn't want him saying yeah. But obey defend it. A way beyond my dear.
Nana's coming ana.
Promises
the biggest scam that was in the street was Kofa Trotro and Ghanaians were this is the biggest scam.
Ghanaians were misled.
We were
misled.
Oh, you might say, so hello, good morning.
Counterfeit promises.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Morning.
Patrick, for say for our film.
Patrick, FM, Adele, with protection.
Okay, Adele, Kowasa so.
Oh, fine.
Hello.
Then me ya Ghana lele okay maji come put schools gini wa mojeni sanya ama bese bi ko ba kila ma mi se ba school kula ile bina mi ke ba kula ko MBS ko ma se skale awa chefe e ba ka neke ma neke ni na mi ke ba Ghana lele kula ona wo mangana bia na akutola ke Jesus Christ ake e ba diba ile ma samele ni ya na ke ba le e dimu ko ni wa pata wo magana ni fen o ke ekome school ni mo de me kwe amebe sen amebe te amebe no ko ehi kula infa ehi
okay Angele yo wada boshin ani moko hu abacha so no so che say o call enkran potemete bebre na eko school a omo fa o ma me efie konwa ene de ko school ekosu ade na o solve issue o say the 11 ba 11 dey na ebetumi aye I mean that is what Ajele pese oka I mean
we say a counterfeit promise.
You come and tell us there's no money in the country but you get 10 billion to go and pay someone from wherever she is comfortably sitting to bring to parliament.
You see it. They want this particular government a liar. A failure, a total flop pa and say it is can no movie and almost say it is so. That is a big lie. I didn't. Mr. When so and so it's come to a memo so Obaya is coming to you. feel me friends who number one me come who Fred.
That
it's a big
lie.
lie.
I see it is castle. I any many summer. As any man so ni kitam but me farm agent no agent means come the no bread. See can no buy no yet so say ye nte so aba ye kitam say but ye buso ebre. Come buso e
MPP proud to election 2016 election lied massively to Ghanaians. Or my disappointing Ghana for.
Scanner yet soon they've been able to discover it.
The kind of hopes are I didn't. Omode say ye mumpa how ani enim say ye mu bia consequence bia ye nya ye nua na mu sori a brava na me go school me say me say na market e bia e na medwene ho amenti nkofo bia ase no e bia omu feel say bi now these promises me say NPP oma peja Ghana fo say ya na Ghana for seresa no mo jemu ni abehwe fom pisao
0503236735 0503236735 friend now for adventure ebra na
just me say am coffee nka mo mfie na me from me say 10 billion and 6.9 billion less than greater than mo nya na me hwade we be a me trap picture na e dey about school ni so nya me ad much yeah be less than greater than
6.9 there
e go one more class 4 omo susa ni o when you kwa more class 1
from Mystic Wonder inside in Samabeji or say the insensitive, clueless, incompetent and adult Dr. Baumia should cut down profligacy, stop flying in a luxurious rented jet like an Arabian king, and reduce corruption. Nanado's name will go down history as the most corrupt